Who the fuck is Barcelona? Hey, hey. 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 Who the fuck is Barcelona? Hey.
And welcome to the Bayern View. I apologise for being late. The power seems to be doing a madness. I think it's okay now. They just needed to check I didn't even know what it's called. I didn't know what the box is called. Do you know what the box is called? We got a box in the cupboard. That, like, for instance, if it trips a wire, is it called trip wire? I don't know. I'm not an electrician. I have no clue. They would just check on that. But they needed to trip it, and that's why I had to end my stream. Why it was taking so long. Anyway, let's get into it. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. And yeah, smash up the likes. Bless up to everybody. Vote in the poll, and let's get into the video. So, Bayern are ready to make a record-breaking signing already this summer. And is it going to be Florian Wirtz? My question would be, is it Wirtz? Will it be somebody else? Who else is out there that's going to be a record-breaking signing? Gyökeres wouldn't be, because he just wouldn't be a record-breaking signing. So yeah, for me personally, I think it has to be Wirtz, especially if it is record-breaking, as they like to keep saying. Yeah, again, take that as you will. So we're going to get into this. Smash the likes up if you haven't already. Thank you for the constant support on the channel, people. I know that the CEO of Bayer Leverkusen spoke out when he was asked a question and all of this shit, and it's like, bro, shut up. You know what I mean? Like, Nico Williams, yeah, exactly. Nico Williams wouldn't be a record-breaking signing, nor would Gittins. Jamie Gittins wouldn't be. We're not going to get Haaland. I don't think the Bournemouth centre-back, Højlund, or however you say his name, would be a record break. Like, this is the point. What is a record-breaking signing? For me, it has to be Wirtz. Rodrigo, maybe? Yeah, good point. Maybe Rodrigo. I feel like that would be a record-breaking signing because you would have to spend over 100 million on him. So maybe it is him. We ain't getting Vinny. Obviously, we're not getting Mbappe. We know that. We're not getting Jude. We're not getting Pedri. Yeah, that's just, you know what I mean? We ain't getting Valverde. So it has to be Wirtz. Put it that way. The reason we're saying all of these names is because it has to be Wirtz. There's nobody else I can think of in world football that it could be. That there isn't. Like, we're not getting Rafinha. He's staying at Barca. We're obviously not getting Pedri. We're not getting Lamine Yamal. You know what I mean? Like that would be a record-breaking signing, you know. But yeah, let's get into it. So here it is. I will zoom it in so you can actually see it in just a second. Again, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do hit the subscribe button. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. We move right. Let's go. So there have been several meetings and discussions between FC Bayern and the Wirtz family. Now, if you don't know, before we continue to read this, Wirtz's dad is his agent. So yeah, you know. Now, this doesn't confirm that it's happening. Of course, I'm sure Wirtz's dad is probably speaking to Man City as well. You know, so again, it doesn't mean it's necessarily happening. Bayern are ready to make a record-breaking signing already this summer, despite Uri Hoeneß's recent public comments. Hoeneß and Karl's Hans Rummenigge are the driving force in these talks and will play a key role in possible negotiations with Leverkusen, i.e. we're not giving it to the stooge board because they wouldn't get it done. Basically is what that's saying. No contract extension between Bayer Leverkusen and Wirtz has been agreed yet. Leverkusen still confident to keep him at least until the summer of 2026, so for a year. Man City remain Bayern's main competitor, but the Wirtz family is still leaning towards a move to Bayern before WIRTZ eventually moves abroad one day. Now, of course, I'm first to say that I don't want to be a stepping stone club. Of course not. But yeah, this just is what it is. It is what it is. So I don't know. I don't really know. Like, again, Hunnis and Rummenigge doing the negotiations is cool, calm, and collected to me, because, like, at the end of the day, in my personal opinion, that is how it should be done. We need the higher ups doing the business, not the stooge board that can't even get tar. So it is what it is. I don't really know what to feel about it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you smash the likes if you haven't already, and hit the subscribe button. Seal says here, Doku, Garnacho, Rasmus, Bruno. I don't think any of them are record-breaking signings, bro. I don't. You know what I mean? This is the problem. So yeah. Now the CEO of Bayer Leverkusen, I'm on the wrong thing, has spoken and asked whether Bayern contacted them about Florian Wirtz, and he said no. Of course, he's going to say no because there is no need right now to do that. Like, that would make no sense. Why would you do that? Like, for me, that makes no sense whatsoever. Like, why would you speak to them? There's no need to speak to them right now. Eventually, we're going to have to speak to them, but just holding a meeting with his dad, there's nothing wrong with that. We're not tapping up the player or anything like that. But having a meeting with his dad, there's nothing wrong with that, and having a talk, But Hans Wirtz, the father and agent of Florian Wirtz, is speaking to Uri Hunnis. He said, you said that Hans could speak to anyone he wants. It's not a problem. So there's that. Then he was asked, will Wirtz stay? He said, very likely, as he has a contract. Again, he's always going to say that. Yes, he has a contract. That just is what it is. Then he was asked about the minimum fee Leverkusen would consider to sell. He said there is no minimum fee. So he's basically saying that he doesn't. They're not going to publicly push out there that they want to sell him, because if you say, yeah, okay, it has to be 100 million, then we're going to match that, bosh, and then they're going to be like, they have no negotiating room. This is the thing I think a lot of people don't understand, is like, then no one in their right mind is ever going to say this or that or this or that, because again, there would be no negotiating room. You need to give room to negotiate. So for instance, you're never going to come out in the public eye and say, we want 200 million, because if a club matches that, again, there is no room to negotiate. So yeah, again, I don't really see anything on the guy speaking. At the end of the day, the guy is just speaking, and it just is what it is. To be honest, like, it just is what it is. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, on this news here, if we scroll up just a tinsy bit, again, the fact that we're ready to make a record-breaking signing already this summer, it has to be Wirtz. There is no one else it could be. Do I think we're going to get Wirtz? No, I don't. As of now, even though Plentenberg is saying it and so on, I still don't think we're going to get Wirtz. I think Man City can blow us out of the water with money. We know that. But this is true. What Bo Ford is saying. Bless up to you every single time, bro. So he's saying supposedly Leverkusen are keen on Nubel, so include him in the deal, 100%. If they want him and you can lower the blow of the 150 million, 160 million, 100 million, whatever the price may be, then do it, of course, 1000%. It would be stupid not to do it. So yeah, like, for me personally, that's personally how I see it. It's like I said, it's a hard one. It really is a hard one, because having WIRTZ in a Bayern system under Company, no matter if you like him or not, Company has has one way of attacking, and that is attack, or one way of playing, and that is attack, shall I say. So then you add a massive factor and a massive player like WIRTZ into the team with Musiala, with with Kane if he's still there. Big up Senegal. How you doing? Like for me, then that just is what it is. You know what I mean? And we'll get into lineups and everything in a minute. On how I feel like we're set up and so on. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one with whatever happens. But again, just to reiterate what it's saying and what is being said, Bayern are ready to make a record-breaking signing already this summer. And that's coming from the main man himself, Plentenberg. This is the same guy, remember, who literally, he didn't put his career on the line, but he literally said that Harry Kane will sign, and then everything was saying that Harry Kane will not sign for Bayern Munich, and then he did. He's also the guy that broke the Sadio Mané news before anybody else do. Lyon, we usually are of the same opinion on most topics. The club, some expectations low. Yeah, 100. City can blow us out of the water, of course, but bro, this board after all of this mess up talk, get it done now. Yeah, no, 100, 100%. You know, and this is 100% why it has to be. No matter if we like them or not, no matter if they've done bad things or not in the past, has to be Oyuri Honis, and it has to be Rummenigge going in for this. It has to be the higher-ups. It has to be the supervisory board. You cannot mess up this deal. They messed up the Jonathan Tah deal. They got rid of de Ligt. They got rid of Mazraoui. You know? Like, nothing else needs to be said. They are the ones that messed up that deal and got rid of these players and signed Dyer and fucking Polinia and took too long for Polinia in the first place with Tuchel, and then obviously went back for him, and then that took too long as well. So, yeah, no, 1000%. Cool, they pulled off the Kane deal. Well done. But at the same time, that deal would have been done a lot sooner if we would have had a better board. It would have been, no matter what. You know, so it is what it is. And I can't think of anyone. I really can't think of anybody who would be a top record-breaking signing for Bayern Munich unless it's WIRTZ. Unless it is a Rodrigo, which I don't see happening. It's not going to be Erling Haaland. It's not going to be Vinicius Jr. Mbappe. It won't be Yamal, obviously. Who else? Rafinha, I don't see that happening. Like, it has to be WIRTZ. I can't see anything else happening. You know, I don't see it being Cristiano Ronaldo. Because we rejected him twice. It has to be WIRTZ. This just has to be WIRTZ. And obviously in the statement it says, you know, Bayern are ready to do this, do that. You know. WIRTZ at City is what Pep needs. But we also can do with him. It's just the money is too much. But we put ourselves in a bad position. Yeah. We ain't spending 1 billion on Pedri. Exactly. We ain't getting Neymar. We're not getting Ronaldo. We're not getting Messi. You know, that's what I mean. So, you know, that is it, isn't it? So it has to be WIRTZ if they are ready to do this, you know. Now, if Kingsley Coman goes to Saudi Arabia or Arsenal, if we can somehow get some money from Sadio, somehow get money, like, this is the problem. Cool. Get rid of Serge. Get rid of Polinia, get rid of Goretzka, get rid of Sane, get rid of Coman, get rid of all of these players. You can't just get rid of those players, though. You have to bring in certain players to do that. Like, that's how this works. You can't just say, yeah, okay, let's have half the team to get WIRTZ, and then you don't have half a freaking team. That's just stupid. You're not going to do that. So again, if you're going to get rid of a Goretzka and Polina, go and get me Stiller. I don't need freaking KDB. I don't need Pedri. Pedri would be amazing. Don't get it twisted. We're not getting him though. But in general, I don't need Camavinga, this, that, so on. You know what I mean? Just go and get me Stiller. Bayern Munich were known and have won various Champions Leagues with players that have already been a Bundesliga player in a different club. People like to talk shit. They were talking shit yesterday. Farmers League, Bundesliga tax, and all of this shit. Like, cool. Let them talk, bruv, because they're all frauds in their own right. But like, this is the thing, isn't it? We need go and get me Forage. I'm not asking for Cavaskillia. We ain't getting him now. Go and get me Forage. If you're not going to get me Bacola, go and get me Forage. You know what I mean? Now, Zier is in the background. I will add him in just a second. And yeah, it's an interesting one. Without a doubt, it is an interesting one. And let's see what happens. I do think, no matter if you like Company or you don't like Company, if he is good or if he isn't good enough, at the end of the day, the way I see it is if you were to give him WIRTZ, bro, I'm expecting a double. Like there is no if, buts, or maybes about it. There has to be a double. Like it just has to happen. Like I'm not listening to anything other than cool. We've just won this. We've just won that. So yeah, man. That's personally how I see it. Bear with me 1 second. I'm just doing something, and I'll put this on the screen. Let me put Olaseh in the squad. So, for instance, we don't really need to care about anyone other than these lot. Can I zoom this in? Will it let me? There we go. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Okay, cool. So this is how we would set up with him. Now, it's not saying that we're going to get him before anyone says that this is the thing, but the fact that the Bayern Munich are ready to make a record-breaking signing, it has to be him for me. So, of course, Olaseh is going to play on the right-hand side no matter what. Harry Kane is probably going to play up front no matter what, unless we get rid of him, unless some random deal comes in and he leaves to Tottenham or something. The likelihood is he's going to stay. Now, the way that it's going to set up. Now, WIRTZ can obviously play like this, and this is how we could set up, obviously with Musiala on the left. We could also set up like this, with Jamal in the middle and WIRTZ there. And we could also set up with this, like so, because WIRTZ can play this side. He plays that side for Germany. Jamal plays this side, and then we could put Olaseh through the middle. Me personally, I don't want Olaseh anywhere near the centre attacking mid spot. It has to be for me on the right, but that would be how we could set up. So yeah, again, we could set up with him here. We could set up with him here. Let me just move Jamal out of the way. So yeah, he could play all across the front three here. Or Company could change system, which I don't think he will. Don't get it twisted. Let me just zoom out just to set out. There we go. We could change system where, and again, I don't think we would do it. Where is the formation I'm looking for? It's not 4-2-4. Where's 4-3-3? I don't know what formation I'm looking for now. Oh, what's going on? What formation is it? Is it that one? No, it's definitely not that one. It's only got one striker in it, but then we could still, you know what? We're just going to use this because it still is a 4 at the back. And I'm just going to move Kane out of my way. Let me just put. Who's a winger that we could have? Let's just say that Leroy's going to stay because the likelihood is this fraud is going to stay. We could also play, and then if we put Kimmich in. Now, I don't want Kimmich as just a 6, by the way, in front of the defense, but in general, we're just going to do it for just this lineup. We could also play it where we have two cams, so we could go with a 4-3-3 with 2 cams. Wrong side. Leroy on this side. Obviously, this is way too attacking, in my opinion. You'd have to have a solid defense. But we could also play like this. This is another thing we could do. Again, the likelihood is we ain't going to do this because you would have to put so much on that Kimmich is going to got to get the tackles in and so on and so forth. And he is really, really attacking. And he has also this season gone with a 4-4-1-1, where you could have put him this side again. All my players have changed, which is annoying. I've done the wrong thing. 1 second. Bear with me. So you could either have Jamal here. Let me just move these players 1 second. So you could have WIRTZ in as an 8. Again, the problem is that Kimmich isn't a 6. But realistically, you could go with this, or you could go Jamal there, like so, or you could get rid of Leroy Sané, have, for instance, who's another player that we could put there? Maybe Goretzka. I don't necessarily think he would work there, but you could have him as like the midfielder, like so, and then have it like that. Again, it kind of is like a double pivot, but you could have it like that, have him drop back a little bit, like so, and it'd be like that, you know? Pavlovic is another one, yeah. So that's how, personally, I think we set up. The likelihood is, of course, if we were to give WIRTZ, and it is a massive if, it will be, like I was saying with, let's just leave Leroy Sané down there a minute. Let's just say that these two do stay. It will be this, probably. With Musiala over on the left, WIRTZ on the left, or Musiala on the left, WIRTZ on the right, and Olise up top. So, but yeah, let's see what happens, because we don't know that it's not confirmed. Of course, it's not confirmed. So anyway, let me go and hit the background change, and we'll get Mr. Zia in here. There he is. Unmute yourself, my G.
Yeah, hello. Do I sound like I'm on my phone or something?
Yeah, it's a bit echoey, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. What do you think?
No, wait. That's the right. The giga. I'll remove the Bluetooth. That's why. Wait. Hello. Do I sound better now?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's because of the Bluetooth, bro.
No.
I mean, I think I said it to you and Touchline and Ahmed backstage after Wolves show yesterday, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That news just indicates to me we're gonna get WIRTZ, bro. Because I know it's not done. I'm not saying it is done. Obviously, City can get him, as you said. City can blow out. But bro, when the board obviously tried to save up money now, not like they're doing it the right way. Don't get it twisted. They are okay, and you have the board speaking out, and they must be having some sort of purpose behind trying to get Florian WIRTZ. You know what I mean? And the thing that convinced me the most at the moment is the bit that his parents, which I mean his dad's his agent, is convincing WIRTZ to stay in Germany. Now, if it was any other agent, I would have told you, okay, yeah, well, he's not gonna join Bayern or whatever. But, bro, it hits different when your parent is the one convincing you to. Look what happened with Mbappe. His mom convinced him to stay in PSG. Look what happened. Neymar's dad convinced him to go PSG. Look what happened. Bro, when it's your parent convincing you, and I'm telling you this as a son, bro, it hits different when your parent is the one convincing you to do something, like for your future. That's the only reason to why I think that at the end we're probably gonna get him. Obviously, we're gonna sacrifice hella money. I'm not gonna lie to you. But listen, am I happy? Am I gonna be happy if we get WIRTZ? Cool. Yeah, I will be. But will it be annoying that the way it was done? Hell yeah. Because there was so many ways in approaching this whole thing. Like, I'm still annoyed that we have to sacrifice Thomas Muller for this to happen. I'm still annoyed that we're keeping Leroy Sané in the process. You know, like, all these things still bother me, bro. But if we get Florian WIRTZ, happy days. But that's not enough. Even if you blew up your money, bro, you still have enough money, man. Like, just like you said, you're gonna go get wingers. Go get wingers. And by the way, you're in luck because we're not getting Gittins now because he's gonna cost 100 million for some reason. We're not paying 100 million. They even confirmed it, like behind the scenes apparently. But they're looking at Henrique and Barcola. I mean, Barcola, I'm not sure of, to be honest. I don't mind him in transition. His finishing is hot and cold. But Henrique, I don't know much of. If any of you know about Henrique from Marseille, let me know. Apparently, he's some Brazilian talent. I don't know if he's even talented. Again, I haven't watched him at Ligue 1. So, anyone knows, let me know. But, yeah, man. If we get Wirtz, I'll probably be happy, but that doesn't mean all of a sudden we're doing anything. We need more than that.
Yeah. Facts.
Because I know there's going to be fans, oh, we got Wirtz, we're going to go. Nah, man, chillax, man. Yeah, let's not forget we have defensive reinforcements that needs to be done there. Like, get me? Let's not forget that. I mean, listen, I know Sadio Bowie is going to be sold, fine, whatever. I actually think Conrad Laimer should be sold, but if you want to keep him in the squad, it is what it is. Get me a proper, competent right back if you're not playing Kimmich right back. You know what I mean? Left back, is Esnu going to be back? Bro, you know what was it? This Twitter account, Bayern Space, listed hella names that we could get rid of to save up money. Not like I agree with all the names, but guess what? There are some names I agree with that would make hella money from. So, if this Bayern board's very smart, they would actually not just get Wirtz, but they'd actually reshuffle the entire team. Or I'd say half the team. I don't want to say the entire team, because then I'm saying get rid of Kele. No, the entire team. Also, I forgot to mention as well, we need a backup striker.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, the job's not done if we only get Wirtz. Like, people need
The
to
thing is,
understand.
that could be done quite easily by just going and getting Jonathan David.
Yeah, true. But by the way, I need to let you guys know something. There's another reason why I think we could get Wirtz. That Pepsi deal before the Club World Cup.
There's a Pepsi deal?
So no, basically Florian Wirtz, he has Pepsi sponsoring his brand, innit? I believe.
Okay.
Like, he's a part of the Pepsi sponsor. So I obviously Club World Cup I think has Pepsi as a sponsor, like FIFA. So
Right.
I think for the whole Club World Cup, the plan is for him to go to Bayern, innit? But then by that logic, he could also go to Man City as well, because City are in the tournament. So
Yeah. No, I get you. But no, I get you, bro. I get you.
yeah, but apparently there is, yeah.
But yeah, like, and the thing is, like, even with like getting in a left winger or so on, like, the likelihood is it's probably going to be Leroy Sané staying, and then we might get Barcola. But I think Barcola would be a lot of money. I still think Barcola, they would want a lot from him. He's still super young.
Yeah, PSG are stingy.
So, like, for me, just keep Brian Zaragoza. I know they're not going to, but, like, yeah.
Well, why not just
What
get
does
him
Alex say
Koundé?
here? Yeah, there's another one. 100%. Have I will come back to that. Have Arakunda as the backup to Olise. Now, he's not the level of Olise, we know that, but give him a chance.
His impact is what I care about. Imagine impact off the bench.
Yeah.
Or if you rotate, like.
What's this say? Wirtz won't go to City. His dad is too cautious for that. There is about to be even more in at City than the,
City will be back.
No.
City will be back.
Yeah, they will be back, but the problem is, I generally think Pep is finished. I really do. So that's how I see it.
I think Pep will find a way back next season.
Yeah, he'll have to spend another $1 billion. with a B.
Bro, you have to understand something. Man City, because they have Sheikh Mansour and they have bin Khaldun Mubarak in their boardroom, innit? They care too much. I said this before. Bro, Arab owners, they will find a way to
Oh
be
no,
back. Ask, stop making sense. He'll tell you.
no, 100,
Us Arabs have football
100%,
culture to a point. They will want to win regardless. It's not
100%
even
here.
about money.
I know what you're on about. The owners will get them back. I don't think Pep will get them where they need to be. The guy he's clueless when it comes to certain things, bro. Like, he's gonna have to spend a ridiculous amount of money again. Like, then what? You know what I mean? So I don't see them spending. Like, they spent 100 million on Jack Grealish. They will sell him eventually. Then what? You know, and 100, yeah,
Yeah.
they could. You're right. They could find the next Pep, whoever that's going to be. But Pep himself, he's in the mud, man. He really is. And if they keep, they should have told him to go when he won everything, because ever since then the guy's just not been at it whatsoever.
Nah, I get it. I get what you're saying, to be fair, but I think Pep will be back, man.
Pep will need another 3-year rebuild too, and he will need 5 signings in one position to find the right player. Last season or 2 seasons ago, I mean, I'm not just joining for his interest and to make some money, but yeah, fight for Bayern too. Yeah, 100, and I think he will, because he will play with Jamal, and he'll be coming to a proper club. Like, with all due respect, Leverkusen are a one-season wonder team, bro. Once Xabi Alonso's gone, they're going back down to being mid-table team. They are. Like, no matter if they keep some good players, they get a good manager, so on. They might beat us again a couple of times, but they won't be the likelihood of what they are being now. You know, they just won't, because they've got a special manager in Xabi Alonso. You know, so that just is what it is. We should just go for the players that we need. Facts. That's what people said before about Australian. Yeah, but is in Atletico Madrid? Why can't we get Rodrigo? He is so good. I like Rodrigo.
Wait, which Rodrigo? Which Rodrigo is on? Oh, Madrid Rodrigo.
Yeah, the Brazilian.
Bro, listen, I would love to get him, but you can't, bro. Rodrigo's in a cost an arm and a leg.
Yeah, I would rather WIRTZ, for me personally. I'd never ever liked South American players. Not for Bayern.
Wait, so I cut off. What you say? Sorry, cut off.
I don't like South American players for Bayern Munich.
Why?
Because barely any of them ever work. Lucio's one.
Coutinho to a degree worked. You can't lie. To a degree he worked.
Yeah, fair.
James Rodriguez for one season was pretty good. For one season. I think the other season he was shit.
To spend 160 to 200 million on him is mad. They don't make it at Bayern.
You know what it is for me? I feel like Rodrigo is a player we need on the left, but the problem is if you're getting Floyd, you have to pick between him and WIRTZ, bro. You can't just have both, because now we're really sacrificing money, and then we can't build our squad. You get what I'm saying? So pick one or the other and get him. If you want WIRTZ, get WIRTZ. You want Rodrigo, get Rodrigo, and bro, worry about the rest of the squad. Because at the end of the day, we're not trying to be the old version of PSG. We're trying to be FC Bayern München here. Like, come on now. Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get you.
We're trying to build a squad.
He said that Dante worked. Did he really, though? Like, he was a good player, but he wasn't amazing.
You know what Dante was? Dante worked, but he needed Boateng next to him. I'm being real. If there was no Boateng, he's not doing any good. That's my understanding of the man.
Like, I know some people liked Douglas Costa, and he was cooking at times, but he also was hit and miss at times.
Douglas Costa. No, listen, I'm gonna be really honest with you. I thought the season, his first season under Pep Guardiola, he was cooking, bro. Absolute, bro. That guy, was
Oh yeah,
one
the
of our
first
better
season.
players. Bro, he played to a point where Frank Ribéry, when he passed his best, obviously, got dropped in
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But then guess what, bro? Like the following season under Carlo Ancelotti, that guy was absolutely, bro. He was playing way over his head, bro. That guy, oh my, bro, poor. You get me? So
Yeah.
it was just one of them, and it was weird because Douglas Costa is a baller, innit? But the problem with Douglas Costa, it's like he has an attitude. But this is what I mean with ballers, bro. If you're a baller but you have an attitude, you're not making it, brother. Whether you want to be known as a better football player, cool. Be better known as a better football player. That don't mean you're gonna make it over the guys who are not better.
Yeah.
This is another example to what I was saying in my stream yesterday. There you go.
Yeah. No, I get you. I don't know who that is, Bassam. I don't know who that is. Lipstick player, yeah, still don't know. You can't lie, Coutinho did work at the time. Yeah, but loans normally do work. Shabby Alonso. What's his freaking name? James Rodriguez worked as well. Would that have worked in the long term? I'm not too sure. He's a Portuguese player. All right. Okay. Let me go back to this one. We'll switch this back to thing. Oh no, he's back. He's back. Wow, it sounds like you've got a hairdryer on, bro.
Yo, is it better now?
Yeah, where are you? You're not at home yet?
No.
Oh. He's a Norwegian, my bad. Yeah, I can't hear you, bruv. I don't know what's going on. I can't hear a word you're saying. Man said this guy's always driving. Lol. I agree with you. Coutinho wouldn't have worked. Look, when he played for Barca for a longer period. Yeah, Coutinho worked in that particular loan. Let me just remove Ahmad for now. Yeah, we used to bring in loan players to supplement our club. Now we're loaning out players. Yeah. Yeah, zero. Look, I'm not saying that every South American the Bayern Munich's ever had hasn't worked. That would be dumb to say, you know. But as a whole, South American players don't normally work at Bayern. You know, we had Lucio, cool. Like there's a handful. Don't get it twisted. But I don't know if Neymar would have worked. I don't know if R9 would have worked. You know, Ronaldinho. You know, so on and so forth. Yeah, Vidal did work. Yeah. Alba, yeah, there's another one. No, 100. There are a handful. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that every South American players don't work at my club. We've had some really good ones. But that just is what it is, isn't it? You know. And for me, I would rather have WIRTZ, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong for that. I don't know. Hey, AJ, big up, man. How you doing? Bless up, my bro. Hey, no. Bro, what is it with you Barca fans saying I hate certain things, bro? If Leverkusen somehow get another crap result today, it will be so annoying. Draw at 68th minute. Less. This guy, man. No, I know you're joking, bro. I know you're joking. For me, WIRTZ is easily worth £120 million. I would pay that yesterday plus give them Odegaard on top. The thing is, though, AJ, bro, if they wanted some goggles, bro, they could just go to the shop, bro. They could just go to the shop and get some goggles, bro. They don't need to have a fraudulent Norwegian player on top of that. Let me move this. Hold up. Let's go on this one. Let's go back to this. So yeah, this is how it would set up. Realistically, let me find this. We'll copy that and we'll put that as a banner. Bear with me. Banners, create a banner. Bonk, add banner. Bonk. There we go. Cool. What's the saying? No worries, my G. Let's change this because I don't like this like that. What's bubble? Classic. I don't really like any of these, to be honest. Let's just go back to block then. So yeah, we need to change. So yeah, this is personally how we would set up if we were to get him. Again, I don't necessarily know if we are going to get him, but let's say Goretzka goes and let me get rid of him. And let's say we have Pablo here instead. We know that Kimmich's staying, he's just signed a new deal. We know that Pablo was probably going to play. So the likelihood is it would probably be this or this. And to be honest with you, mate, that's scary. The problem is the fact that we don't necessarily have the greatest centre backs, do we? We just don't. So let's just put in who we have at the moment. Kim and Jay. Let's put him back there. Davies. Obviously, Ito's there as well. Alfonso. I don't even know who to put a right back. Let's just put Limer, I guess. You don't want him there, but it just is what it is. And then we've got Ulpa. So, like, we need an upgrade on this team. Like, we do. Let me zoom this out just a bit so we can see the full team. So, like that, for instance, you said it's better. Have it on this one. I think that one's better. I'll get you in a second, Zia. Bear with me, more. So yeah, like even with this team though, like there needs to be an upgrade at the back. Like realistically, if you think Upper's good, cool. I know that others don't, so we're just gonna get rid of him for now. Like let's just put them all in there. Like you need 3 players here. Realistically, this guy should play here, but he's just not going to. And that's the thing. If Bayern were to actually grow some bollocks, some fucking cojones, and go and sign a baller of a centre midfielder, it would push Kimmich at right back. Because even Kimmich would be able to see, what would be this and what would be that. But the likelihood is these dumbasses won't do that. Because quite literally, they are dumbasses, So it's annoying. It's annoying. Let me go back to this one and we will go back to this one.
By the way, that just shows how much improvement we need in our squad, man.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
But by the way, if that's, what? If you want a baller of a midfielder, get Zubimendi.
Yep.
If they are really serious. But they won't do it because they're going to keep Goretzka.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Kimmich is staying. Listen, Kimmich is what it is, whatever. Like, he's staying in it. Fine. Pavlovic, I mean, he needs to start staying fit. But you know what potentially that kiddo has.
Yeah.
And Limer, squad player, but he's playing right back. So, I mean, bro, the fact that Limer's playing right back, that tells you everything we need to know, bro.
Yeah.
Bro,
exactly.
We need, bro, this fan base needs to, and this board needs to deep. Goalkeeper, okay, fine. We got Orbit. Thank you very much for that one. Not even I could tell that kid was good enough because I didn't know much about him. Limer, right back. Is that enough? No. No chance. We need another right back because you're not gonna play Kimmich right back. So is Kimmich versatile enough to do so when we need it? Cool, but I think he's better right back, but he's not gonna play there. But forget right back is decent. He's amazing there. One of the best when he does play there. But he's not gonna play there. So we need a right back, Ihtiyat, or in English say in case, right? Center backs, I think listen, I was saying get rid of 3, most likely just get rid of 2. If you want to keep Upa, whatever. Like, not like Upa is going to be unreal or anything for me, but hey, listen, who knows? What he's been doing before injury shows that maybe there's something there, I don't know, under this manager. Fine, cool. But Dyer needs to go, Kim needs to go. I'm sorry. I don't care if we paid 50 million, cut your losses. Right? Then we're talking about left back. We only have Davies. Well, and Stanisic. By the way, Stanisic can play right back. I just remembered, but he can also play left back. Cool, versatility. So basically, either you go get me a left back or you go get me a right back. Whichever one it is, you go get me a full back. That's all I care about, right? Or bring back Esnu and actually use him. You absolute idiots.
Yes.
No, I'm keeping a stack right now, bro, because I'm sick and tired of this, right? I'm telling you everything we need from now, so you guys understand where we are. Yeah, midfield. Already mentioned Pavlo, Kimmich, Goretzka. Cool, fine. No, but Goretzka should be gone in my opinion, and we should actually be getting a Zubomendi type midfielder. But we're not gonna do that. So whatever. Cool. Then now they're gonna get Florian Wirtz, probably. Okay, you have Musiala. You have that absolute idiot Leroy Sané, this Haywan, right? You're gonna get rid of Kingsley Coman and Gnabry, hopefully. Yeah. And then you have Olise. What question?
Huh?
You said you have a question.
No, I said fingers crossed on getting rid of them. Yeah.
Well, hopefully, exactly. There's a reason why I said hopefully. Man said Zubomendi's cheeks, bro. Bro, you're saying it's probably out of hatred. But anyway, we move, right? Okay. And then striker, we need a backup for Harry. Probably a striker backup that could actually be starter when Kane leaves. So I've just
that'd be the best player.
No, I would not sell Palhinha, but I know Liam would. I wouldn't.
You would though. Just let me just say this. You would if it was to only fund us getting somebody else.
If you told me get rid of Palhinha and you get Zubomendi, cool.
Yeah.
But then again, I would rather get rid of Goretzka, keep Palhinha, and get Zubomendi.
The thing is, this is actually I clicked the wrong comment. This is actually quite funny. We've got Bischoff to come in as well. Where's he going to play?
Squad player.
So then Goretzka has to go then.
Yeah, but by the way, you know the fact that we got, but here, see Bischoff. The problem with Bischoff, he looks good at Hoffenheim. I actually think he's their best player probably right now. But people need to understand, he's playing at Hoffenheim. Like, how's he gonna fare at Bayern München?
No, I agree. I agree with that. I do agree with that.
Yeah. Mikel, I hope I said your name correctly. What you said is exactly correct. He's balling and he's standing out in a shit side. That means he should be good enough. But when he plays in Bayern with surrounding all these players and the pressure is on, because you have to understand, when you play for Bayern, there's pressure in it. So when there's pressure, is he going to be able to perform? That's there to be seen. That's why I don't want to get giddy about it. That's not me saying that he won't do well. That's just me saying I'm not sure. It's fine to be unsure because, let's be honest, let's stop acting like we watch this kid on a week-in, week-out basis. We follow up on them, but we don't watch him on a week-in, week-out basis.
Yeah.
Like, whenever we have our takes on Bundesliga players, it's because we've seen them here and there. It's not like we watch them every week. When we have an opinion on Leipzig players, or when we have an opinion on Leverkusen players, or of Frankfurt players, like Ekitike, for example, you and I, for sure, we don't think he's ready for a Premier League side or a La Liga side or a big club, right? But fans over there, they think that he's ready, right? We don't think so because we followed up on him here and there. We don't watch him week in, week out.
Yeah.
But, again, we have an idea. They don't got an idea. Some of our fans need to have that mentality that we followed up on these players here and there. It's like with Stop Making Sense. He's saying Zubimendi is not all that. He follows up on La Liga side here and there because he's a Barca fan.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
me? Same with Amar, same with Will. Same with Sam, same with Lee Gunner is not even a Real Madrid fan like an Arsenal fan, but because he lives in Spain, he follows up on this. Northside, he's a Benfica/Arsenal fan. He's Portuguese. He follows up on me. I follow up on Saudi League. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we don't watch every single game, but we follow up here and there. That's why we have a general idea. But people act like they watch every game. Let's not do this. Like, come on now. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, listen. With Bischoff, my point is it remains to be seen. That's all I'll say. You know what I mean?
No.
But yeah, if we're gonna get Bischoff, bro, I don't think he's with Goretzka. I don't trust him next season. Like, I know he's working his socks off, great, and I get when you work hard and you do a good job now, you earn something.
Yeah, but he should be doing that though. Like, he's
bare minimum. I get you. Yeah, it's like
should
Zane,
he be
bare
getting props for it? Yeah, 1000%. But at the same time, he should be doing that because since the fucking Champions League win, he's been shit.
No, I hear it. By the way, Baku is an interesting player. Stop Making Sense, because Baku can play right back and on the wing, because he's a wing back. Actually, he's not really a full back. He's more of a wing back. Think of Baku like you see Frimpong. Liam, you know who Baku is, right?
He's
That German.
Yeah.
He was at Wolfsburg, innit?
Yeah, I know who he is. Yeah.
That guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Real Baku.
I wanted him at one point. I don't think he's good enough anymore.
Baku is 27. I mean,
Yeah, he didn't make it.
Bro, you know what it is with Baku? Baku is a wing back anyway. Bro, it's like getting Rafael Guerrero. There's no point.
Yeah.
And by the way, Stop Making Sense. You support Barcelona. There's no point in getting Baku. Trust me.
Yeah, not with the way the Flick plays.
Why is Hannah reacting to my thing? What?
We need a fast left winger to create opportunities for Cade. I don't even think it's that though, mate. Because if you get WIRTZ, you know full well. Like, let me go look at the stats a minute. I know people hate stats, but let me just look at the stats a minute. Bundesliga wise. Assists. Florian Wirtz has got 10. Michael Oliseh's got 10. Okay? So, already, that is 20 assists. Again, people don't like stats and that's fine. But let's just put it this way. That is 20 assists. Now, the likelihood of them still getting that many when we have better players is obviously slim. But in general, when you actually deep that, that's how the assist one work. You know, Harry Kane's got 7 assists himself. Where is Jamal? Has Jamal not got a good amount of assists? Where is he? That's Harry Kane. Joshua Kimmich has got 5 assists this season. Jamal is in there somewhere. I can't find him though. You know, so that's assists alone. You know, those 2 players. Let me find out how many assists Jamal Musiala. Let me go on the stats. So Jamal Musiala's got 2 assists this season in the league, which isn't the best. So that's 22 assists, right? That is 22 assists right now. Yeah. Going to Kane. Going to these players. Liam, you're currently turning the stream into a math class. Yeah, but at the same time, I was just explaining why we definitely, don't necessarily need to get a super fast left winger. What do you think, Zia?
What do I think of what?
So, for instance, right? Let me find the comment. 1 second. Where is it? This lad here says wait. Oh no, I clicked the wrong one. He said something about a fast winger. Now I can't freaking find it. Here. We need a fast winger to create opportunities for Kane, right? And then I said, but if we get WIRTZ this season alone, again, I know he's not playing for us, has 10 assists. Olse has 10 assists. Kane has 7, so that's 27 assists from the forwards if we were to get them. And then Jamal has 2. So that's 29 assists already. Like,
yeah, but you have to also talk. But assists mean nothing if the person doesn't finish. Look how many times Olise creates for that stupid bum, or like Kane creates for that stupid bum, or Musiala creates for that stupid bum.
yeah,
you
no, I
know,
agree.
or sometimes Kane being a bozo in front of goal, just like against Inter Milan. Like sometimes, unfortunately, even though they deserve more credit, actually, to be fair, but at the end of the day, not many people will care because they care about when the person scores. Innit?
Yeah, of course, and I'm with that 1,000. But at the same time, if all of the assists, Kane 7 assists, or Oliseh's 10, this, blah blah blah, whatever. If you give the ball to Florian Wirtz, he is most likely going to score. He will not miss the amount of chances that Leroy Sané misses.
Oh no, I'm not disputing what you're saying. I'm just saying that, like, all this means nothing if the ball's not in the back of the net. That's all.
Yeah,
Don't
100.
get it.
By the way, Zia, I
Yeah.
got banned on one of my accounts.
You got banned. What?
Yeah, transfer ban.
What do you mean you got transfer ban?
Because I traded coins over and they said that I'm not allowed to do that, so they banned me.
Wait, you mean EAFC?
Yeah.
What a fucking doofus. You still trade in 2025.
Well, yeah. How otherwise am I going to get players, you dumbass?
SBCs, bruv.
Yeah, but the SBCs are fucking shit.
Brother, SBCs and packs. That's how I get my players.
Yeah, but how do you get packed? By putting on money.
Yeah, in my case, yeah. Oh, so I'm guessing you trade to get your money. You don't pay for anything. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see, but you're playing a riskier the game than I am. Like,
oh yeah, I'm not going to disagree.
damn.
All right, we've got 15 minutes until we start the stream.
Oh yeah, Borussia Dortmund playing it against us.
Yeah.
It's 7:30 my time. Wow, this Thomas Muller card is better than I expected.
Enrique is effective at wing and right back. Maybe he's a good shout. Yeah, I don't know too much about Enrique, that lad.
He's Brazilian, so again, you won't trust him.
Yeah.
But jokes aside, I actually don't know. That's why I wanted to ask Steve about him, because he obviously follows up Ligue 1. So he'll have an idea on him.
Oh, that's a question and a half, bruv. Man said, hey guys, 150 million for WIRTZ or around 150 million for Barcola and Hudson.
You're going to have to take the latter, to be honest.
To be fair, I don't think it would be 150 million for those. I know you've asked the question, but Hudson is like a 50 million because of the release clause.
But he thinks Barcola's 100. I think that's why.
I don't think Barcola's worth 100 million. If that's the case,
he's not worth. But he's PSG, bro. There.
Well, yeah, but if that's the case, I don't want him then, bro.
Oh, so you're still taking WIRTZ for 150?
Yes, 1,000%.
But you think WIRTZ is 150 million worthy, though?
To get him at the club, yeah. PSG.
You know what I will say? You know what I will say this about Florian Wirtz, and this is gonna sound a little bit backwards, but again, I like to isolate my opinions in it. So I think Musiala is a better football player than Wirtz in it, like technically, like based on dribbling technique, all the stuff, right?
Yeah.
But Wirtz has more to his game than Musiala.
Yeah, no, I get that. But imagine having both of them. And I know in the past.
Well,
I've
but
said,
that's why having both of them is actually. I mean, we've seen it for Germany. That's why having both of them is very good because they complement each other.
oh no, 100%, 100%. But when you deep it, I know I've said in the past, do not spend 150 million on VIRTZ. But when you actually deep it,
Well,
like
now they have to after all the
they
talk
have
that they
to.
fucking did.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Like, do I want them to spend 150 million on VIRTZ? Hell no. But at the same time, I feel like they have to now because
They just
we
did all the talk, bro.
yeah exactly bro. Like it's peak big up AK.
Like if they didn't get VIRTZ over the line, then it would be embarrassing, bro. It would be just like we'd look like an embarrassment.
Yeah, no 100. Nico Williams is crap, bruv. He's terrible. It's terrible. VIRTZ is an insane playmaker, 100%. And if you get VIRTZ in, there's no way Company can play Sane. There's no way. Because if that guy somehow finds a way to play Sane,
Yeah.
he needs sacking there and then.
Yeah, bro. He's lucky that I'm willing to give him a chance if he wins the league. I'm not even joking, bro. He's lucky, bro. Because I'm gonna keep it a stat. In principle, we should be getting rid. I swear down, bro. The only reason why I'm willing to give him a chance is because he's doing extra things for the club. I swear down, bro.
This guy, man said, in fact, signing VIRTZ is low-key giving up on Musiala. How the fuck does that make sense?
No. It just means you're double downing.
And it means you're getting a better player, you donkey. If you're signing VIRTZ, give us your players, Liam. Bro, you can have, I will do you a one-in-a-lifetime deal, AK, yeah? You can have Sane.
Take Zane back. Yeah, take Zane back.
You can have Nabry. You can have Kingsley Coman. And just, if you take all three of those players, bruv, we will give you João Palhinha for free.
Yeah, but actually, you know what? Palhinha next to Rodri would bro Wayne. You know what? Low-key, for City, Palhinha could work. Because that would then allow Rodrigo to, or Rodri, I should say, to actually like go forward more. Because you know how he's good at progressing the ball.
Who was I speaking to? I think it was Godfrey. I said to him, you guys should have signed Palhinha before we did, because having Palhinha next to Declan Rice would have been amazing for them.
No, I disagree. Because I think Rice and Palhinha are the exact same profile, so it doesn't work.
Yeah, but I feel like Declan could have played as an 8. Push him as an 8.
Again, but that's the point. I disagree. I don't think Rice is an 8. I think Rice is a 6.
I think
look at all the abilities he has. It's worthy of being like a just destroyer of a 6. It's not worthy of being a progressive 8.
Yeah. Okay.
Like if you deepen with Declan Rice, he can defend the ball, and the most he can do for.
I don't think he can defend.
I just maybe making one long pass here and there.
I think he's fucking terrible at defending. I think he's just like Kimmich. I think he's terrible at defending. He shouldn't be a 6. I don't believe he is a 6.
No, he's better at defending than Kimmich. I'll be real. He's better at defending than Kimmich.
Should I get last year's Bayern kit for £10? If it's not fake, yes.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna get the white Bayern München shirt of this season, the one we use in the Champions League, because I can ask my dad to get from Dubai. But bro, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that we're gonna lose the Champions League,
man's like, yeah, I'll wait.
I'll wait for next season, bro. Wait for next season.
Rice is an 8. There's a reason Partey plays 6. Exactly, bruv. Exactly.
Yeah, he plays 6. Okay, that's fine. But I'm saying the quality that he has does not like suit him being a progressive 8, bro. Otherwise, just bench him.
Where's the comment from Mikkel? I seen it just a minute ago. Where is it?
Man said I might get the Bayern home kit. Amor, since when were you a Bayern fan?
Wait, where the fuck is it?
What? Bro, I'm actually shocked with what Amor just said. Did you just read that?
No, I'm trying to find this comment.
Brother said he'll buy a Bayern shirt. The home one.
I'll react to that in a minute. Okay, here it is. So Macau put in a comment. I should have starred it because I've just found it. So he said PSG
Big
Inc.
up, Justin.
Mo, we know Mo, said Enrique plays right wing back, and he said he would be a super upgrade for Lima. So if you want an opinion, take Mo's opinion then.
What, the PSG fan, you mean?
Yes, Mo. Yeah.
So what did he say to you?
He said to Macau, he said Enrique plays as right wing back, which I don't like, by the way. But he also went on to say he said that he's a super upgrade to Lima.
Yeah, but I don't want a right wing back. I want a right back. Because if that guy can't defend, then what's the point? Like, because you know how our defense. By the way, thank you very much. What's your name, Jester, bro? It's called the Thobe, innit? Arab tradition setting.
I might get the Bayern home kit. I like it.
Bro, I'm shocked he even said that, bro.
I think it's time to end the stream, bro.
Man said time to end the stream.
Man's gonna buy a kit with a badge that did this to his team, bro.
Don't start. Hey, listen, as much as I don't like his club, one thing I'll appreciate, he defended us when we were going through it with that fraud Madrid fan and these fraud United fans, bro.
Yeah, but they just talk out of their ass, bro. That's just peak. That's just what they fucking do. They think they're the best thing since sliced bread. United are shit, bro. They always have been. This is the problem.
Bro, they bring up 99. Okay, great,
yeah,
bro.
they bring up 99. Touchline brings up 99 every fucking day. The motherfucker won the ball.
But you know what? Based on their logic, AC Milan fans can chat to them then because AC Milan won a Champions League in their stadium.
Look, he wasn't even born. Zia, just sub to you, mate. There you go.
Oh, big up to you, my friend. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you every single time.
Big up AJ for the links. Don't spam them too much, though, bro. Thank you. One thing I like about Barca is Flick. That's it. No, I don't even like that, bro. I hate the fact that he's even there. He's a history merchant.
Yeah, but we're Bayern fans, so it's different.
Yeah, history merchant when he wasn't even born, bro. Man was in his dad's ballsack.
I mean, to be fair, history, man. I mean, we talk about 70s and that, but bro, that guy brags about that final like as if he's seen it. Like...
Yeah, exactly. That guy acts like he was on the fucking bench, bro. Motherfucker, you weren't even there. Shut up. So, yeah, that just is what it is. They will slapped up by the Geordies. Yeah, Newcastle are definitely going to beat them. Yeah, I agree. Especially with that donkey in goal, bro.
I mean, to be fair, though.
Wait a minute, Zia.
No
problem, Zia. Love your football talk. Agree with a lot of things that you say. There you go.
Oh, thanks, brother. Hey, listen, I just try to be sensible, man.
Bro. I don't even know. Oh my God, Zia. Oh my God. Yes. Bro, Leverkusen drew 0-0. They fucking drew 0-0.
By the way, I knew. Hey, listen, I thought they'd win, but I knew Union Berlin was going to give them a tough game, though. I thought it was going to be 1-0 or some shit.
Come on, they fucking drop points.
Bro, Bayern, please.
We have to win now. We have to win.
We have to win today, man. Don't fuck up.
All right, baby.
Bro, I told you guys that Leverkusen were dropping points. I didn't think it was today. What the fuck?
Yes! Come on!
Why is this asshole time wasting in EAFC, bro?
Oh, he's just released it. Wait, hold up, Zia. Wait. He's just released the lineup. Hold up, I need to see what this is. Okay, we have Urbig. We have Lima. We have Dyer. We have Kim. We have Stanisic. Kimmich, Goretzka, Olise, Muller, Sane, Kane. He's played Muller from the start. Let's go.
Okay, that's good. No, that's good. Oh my God, speaking of Muller, I hit the post with Thomas Muller. There you
are. Who's the biggest club in the world? For me personally, it's Bayern, but I know people say Madrid.
Yeah, but you're saying you're out of bias, and reality is Madrid.
No, I actually believe it, bro. I actually do believe it.
All right, so when you say you believe it's Bayern, can I ask you a question? Do you base it based on wait, why is there echoing? Is there an echo?
No.
I hear an echo. I was saying, do you base it based on the fact that you think we win fair and everyone else don't?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna lie, that's not the right way to think, bro. Like,
Well, yeah, but that's your opinion of that.
no, because you know what it is. I get it. Like, at times you can be petty, but you're overly being petty. You know, like it's just.
Right,
Like,
we need. What the fuck are you doing, you dumbass? Man, I'm trying to fucking stream and you're banging, bro. You know the front door? Get out of it. Your face.
What do you mean, my face? What did I do? What are you talking about?
I was telling my missus to fuck off and she just looked at me. Oh, that's hilarious. 34 likes, bless up, man. Thank you. Leverkusen will also drop points against. Yeah, this is why we desperately need the 3 points today. I don't want a point. Point's not good enough. I want 3 points today. This needs to happen, bruv. Xabi Alonso is a fucking donkey. How are you going to draw?
Will thinks he's ready for Madrid. He's not ready for Madrid.
He's not. And Will's going to be like, get him out of my club.
And he'll be like, no tactics.
No tactics. Yeah, she picks to stay with me, bro. That ain't my fault.
By the way, oh, what's his name? Mo is right. I'm looking at Marseille's lineup against Monaco right now. They're playing 27th minute. This Henrique guy is actually playing right wing back.
Bayern versus Mike's title celebration. Yeah, maybe. Xabi Alonso is not ready for Real Madrid. I fully agree with that. Yeah, facts.
Bro, I'm sorry.
We need to go over to the
watch.
Yeah.
Say no more. 1 second. You end the thing. I'm listening to a voice.
Yeah, no worries, man. You do what you need to do. All right, let's go over here. Let's grab that. Also, we get Madrid. No. Alonso. Yeah. Right, bless up to everybody. Hopefully everybody is good. I'm going to redirect to my own stream. We will be live very, very soon. I just need to talk to the wife for a second. And then I need to quickly do my reaction to the women's game. Zia, if you are free, just put a thumbs up. If you don't mind starting the stream for me. I'm going to put a 5-minute timer, so there's no rush. I'm going to do the 5-minute timer anyway. And I should be there in time anyway, but just in case I'm not.
I'll start it. But like, how long are you going to be gone? Because I need to go as well afterwards to set up my Bean Sport. It's downstairs.
Yeah, you can go grab it, bro, because I've got 5-minute timer on it anyway.
No. It's gonna take a bit more time. That's what I'm saying. How long are you going?
Not long until.
Fast. When you're back, then I'll leave.
Yeah. Okay. No worries.
But yeah, I can start.
Right. Let me redirect to my stream.
Actually, let me go to your thing from now.
Yeah. No worries. Let me go on here. Right. So yeah, bless up to everybody. Mia Samia, all of that. Big love to everybody. Will we sign Florian Wirtz? I don't know. That's to be seen. Sorry if you can hear background noise. The missus is doing dinner for the little one and herself. So yeah, it is what it is. Let's see what happens. We desperately need a win tonight, and I'm going to redirect now to my own stream. So bless up to everybody. We'll be live in about 5 minutes. So yeah, bless up, and yeah. Till then, mia san mia. Peace.